All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right. In this particular video, I want to touch on being a watchman. And this is going to be a back to the basics lesson. So it's really going to be geared mostly toward, newer brothers. But I hope this video is going to be edifying. And with that, let's hop inside of this video, all right? To be a watchman and what that entails of. Because in this truth, the Lord has said what? He has made us to be a watchman unto the house of Israel. So what does that mean, right? And what is required of us? Well, in ancient times, a watchman was what? Is a soldier that was deployed on the city walls, and his job was to do what? To watch out for the enemy, to see if the enemy was going to make an advance on the city. And if he see the enemy come, he would do what? He would blow the trumpet. And blowing the trumpet would give warning to the people in the city. Salakia, you got these niggas in their motorcycle trying to get all the attention in the world, man. So Salakia, bear with me. Just let them pass real quick. All right, like I was saying. So the watchman job was to watch out for the enemy. And if you see the enemy come, he will blow the trumpet. And then this will give warning to the city so that they can prepare, right? So how does this translate to you to today? Well, you as a watchman, you're supposed to be watching out for the prophecies to come to pass, looking at the internet, looking at geopolitics, looking at current events, looking at what's happening and what's going on in the world, looking at news, alternate news, media and sites, so forth and so on. And what are you watching out for? You're watching out for the prophecies to come to pass. And when you see a prophecy come to pass, like, for example, what's going on over there in the Middle East right now, we see Jeremiah 50 and 45 jumping on for the page. We see the least of the flock, which is Amalek, drawing them out, that them being America, right? So we see that happening right now, out to what? Third World War. We see that really going on right now. So when you see stuff like that happen, your job is to do what? To blow the trumpet. And that would be cut that camera on and make a video to give warning that these prophecies is coming to pass. So Israel, clean yourself up or you're going to partake in the destruction that's coming, right? And then you upload that video to the internet. That's you being a watchman. You was on your watch. You looking at the prophecies to come to pass, the MOTB. Because the enemy's going to bust his move very soon, all right? And you as a watchman is supposed to give warning, right? So when you see that happening, you blow the trumpet. So right here we have, it says in Ezekiel 3 and 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning of me. Right. 18. When I say unto thee, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So you see, so if you don't blow the trumpet, the Lord will require that blood on your hands. All right? Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. You see? So if you blow the trumpet, you're washing the blood off your hands. If you don't blow the trumpet, the Lord is going to require that blood by you, of you. And you're going to be put to death as well. The Lord's going to put you to death, right? So, let's get some more on this. Let's get Ezekiel 33 and 1, and we read, Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, When I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if he seeth the sword come upon the land. So, hey, so you on your watch, you see the prophecy coming, right? If you see it, something that you're supposed to be blowing the trumpet on, right? Making a video on. He blow the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So if you're on the internet, you're doing what you got to do, you see something you're supposed to be making a prophecy, video on, and you cut that camera on and you make that video, you gave that warning, guess what? You good. You're in the clear, right? Whoever doesn't pay attention and take heed, that's on them. Same thing with you on the highways and byways. You on the highways and byways giving that warning. People pass, they want to mock, they want to scoff, they want to look at you all funny, upside down. So what? All right, you giving that warning. They turned their ears away from the Lord. So guess what's going to happen? Their blood is on their hands. So when all hell starts to break loose, they're going to get destroyed. And they're going to have no cloak for their sins. They can't say, well, I didn't know. Right? It says, there's a saying out here in Babylon. It says, in the age of information, ignorance is a choice. Because right now you're walking around with a library on your hip called a phone. You can access any information that you want. All right? Not just that, it's easy to be on your watch. A few pointers. I look at, some certain people on the internet, like on YouTube, like Steve Ram, Goshen Prepper, New York Prepper, Full Spectrum Survival, some people that I subscribe to on YouTube. I'm subscribed to Bill Gates, FEMA, WEF, so forth and so on. And hey, when a breaking news or something comes out, I get it directly on my phone. Something can happen across, the whole planet. Soon as it happened and it's uploaded to the internet, it reaches the four corners of the earth. And I get a notification and I figure out that not even 20 minutes ago, it was a strike over here. Something like that happened. All right. This is easy, man. All right. So, going back to that saying, in the age of information, especially when information is so easy to obtain, ignorance is a choice, man. So your job is to what? Go give that warning. If the people be willingly ignorant, let them just die. All right. It says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, right? You see the sword come. You see the prophecies popping off. You got the knowledge. But then, you don't say nothing. You don't cut the camera on. You don't make no videos. You don't hit the highways and byways. You don't give warning, right? And the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. So the person, he's going to die in his iniquity. But his blood I will require at the watchman's hand. You see that? So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. So this is your job. And if you don't do this job, you will be destroyed. All right. So understand what this is. All right. And what's required of you. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. How do you measure the time diligently in itself? Well, first off, the measuring stick is what? It's these scriptures. And measuring the time is what I just told you. You're looking at the news. You're looking at geopolitics, current events, what's breaking today. You're on the YouTube. You're subscribed to, like I just told you, Fox News, Steve Ram, Redacted. Certain news channels that, you got some heathens out here that the only thing they do is news. So when something breaks, you can get it on your phone. Right? And then as soon as you see something come to pass, some breaking news, something happens, that's prophecy fulfilling, guess what you do? You cut the camera on and you give that lesson out there. You give warning. All right. You upload it on the internet, and that's you actively blowing the trumpet. All right. Salaki, I'm not too well spoken, so I hope you can get what I'm saying. Right. So continuing, it says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right. So that's just going to be a short video on being a watchman, and just gave up, just a few pointers. The pointers being, if you have a hard time, studying, or looking at current events, so forth and so on, hey, just go to YouTube and subscribe to a few people, and when something happens, you get it right on your phone, right? And so that you can look at that and then filter what's happening, in the world through the scriptures. And when you see a prophecy coming to pass, then you cut that camera on and you give that warning, right? So I hope this was edifying. I hope you could take something out of it. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.